play hard and fast. I mean, that's what we tell them each week, and that's what we hope to do is just go out, play hard. We know it's a big game. We know it's a rival game, and you got to really put the rivalry behind it and know that you're playing for a regional championship, and that really needs to be your focus. In season, you really focus on doing that, but this is a much bigger deal than a rivalry game. This is for the regional championship, and we can't get caught up. I always tell them we can't get caught up in all the drama that the communities put forth. There's always a bunch of talk here and there by all the fans, and we're going to do this or we're going to do that. No, we can't get caught up in that. We just go out, play hard, and play fast, and do what we do.
Yeah, I was going to say, how tough is it to, I don't want to cut your hair at all. How tough is it to prepare your team after they've seen them once this year and the game went the way it went?
Yeah, it's hard because it's hard to beat a team twice. And the playoffs is where you end up seeing a lot of that happen, where teams play each other, they're in the same conferences with one another, and then they have to play each other again, and it goes back and forth, and we can't focus a lot on that. We have to focus on them as is. I know that we won big the first time, doesn't matter. It's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new circumstances that you find yourself in, and you have to prepare like it's the first time. And that's how we look at it. We really don't say, oh, well, we did it. We did this to them. We're going to do it again. You can't. It's a new team. You got Aiden Warner, who is now a factor, and so you can't look at what you did. You got to look at what's to come and prepare as a new team. That's the way we look at it. We'll see if it works. I don't know, but that's how we prepare.
Right. You said you got Aiden Warner. I just talked to, family member. Yeah, I did. So, although you guys obviously know him very well, how do you prepare for someone who you don't necessarily have a lot of film on in the position or in the capacity that they use him at now?
Right, because, in the years past, he's never been quarterback. James Arnold has always been. So now it's something new. We just know that he's an athlete. We know he's a leader. He's going to give them confidence. We've seen that. Their team has that already with him just being there as a senior and as a leader of the team. And we have to be able to contain him. We can't let him get outside. We can't let him sit in the pocket. We can't let him pick us apart. We got to make sure we guard the receivers well enough. There's just a lot of moving parts that we have to make sure we do well on.
So how do you balance, like you said, this is like you're preparing for him like you did the first time. So how do you balance kind of that level of execution with the same, with the different intensity level for a bigger game this time of the year?
That's a good question. We just coach like we always do. I think we try not to blow things out of proportion. We try to keep the kids grounded as much as possible and focus on their keys. Again, like I said, we're scouting them. We always, scouting them for the first time is kind of our mentality, and they're going to do some things differently against us, and we have to anticipate that. And it really is to try to keep them grounded and focused to do their job, and they do that, and we'll hopefully do okay.
And one last thing for me is that you've been there, done that, but you have a new cast of characters every year especially when you come to this time of year. How do you keep things fresh for yourself, and how do you kind of drive the message home that the style of play or the intensity or the basics or the fundamentals or whatever you drive home that's important that get you wins during this time of the year?
It's just focus on the small things, focus on the little things, and we do that hard. We preach a lot, from day one, even in the summer, we're preaching at them. I think they get tired of us preaching, but it is about little things, and it's about doing the little things right. I'm a big disciplinarian on those things. I expect them to do this, and they don't get off scot-free on things, and I try to hold them accountable as much as I can. Our coaches do the same thing, and we have tradition on our side. We've built a tradition that goes, predates me, and really the community has done a great job of rallying behind this, and I think that has really pushed the kids. They don't want to let us coaches down. They don't want to let their family down. They don't want to let the community down, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah, we know it's hard to be the same team twice, so we just got to remind our guys that whatever happened the first game doesn't matter. We got to come out here, we got to play our game. We know that nothing that happened in the first game is going to matter this time around, so we got to come out here, play our game, trust our reads, and know our responsibilities.
So as a senior, I'm sure you've seen both sides of the rivalry, being the underdog and being the favorite. So I guess, which side do you like better?
That's hard because whenever you're the underdog, you don't have any pressure. You can just go out there and let it rip. But I mean, it's nice kind of being the favorite, but it doesn't really matter. We just know that each time, no matter if you're the favorite or the underdog, you got to come out here, play your game, and play hard.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach is telling you to kind of block out all of the things that's going on in the community. but kind of how much does that add any pressure, or does it kind of make you focus more on the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, we know the whole county, whole community is going to be watching this game, regional championship, 2 county rivals and conference rivals. So, but we just got to tune out all the noise that they're saying and just focus within our team and trust each other and come out and play hard each game.
So how different do you expect this team to look, especially with the quarterback back, a guy you guys know well? How different do you expect them to look?
Yeah, I mean, Aiden's good, and he's back at quarterback, and he's a good football player, so they're definitely going to be different. You know, they're going to have wide receivers. He can throw the ball really well. So we got to try to get to him, stay with our plan, guard the receivers, and come out and play hard.
And what do you think it's going to take from your guys is to maybe not kind of replicate the same thing that happened, a few weeks ago?
You know, just coming out and believing in what we're doing and believing what we can do. We know that nothing or the first time we play them, that doesn't matter. You know, we got to trust, stay within ourselves, trust each other, trust our reads, and make sure we're all on the same page so we can all play hard and play fast.
And how much do you love this time of year? Win or go home. You got to, one mistake could cost you the game, and it could cost you your season and your career. So, or especially your high school career. So how big is that? How important is that? How much do you love that?
It definitely adds something, you know, knowing that every time we play now, if we lose, we're going home. So it definitely adds a little bit. Championship season. So we got to come out here, we got to play hard, knowing that if we lose, there is no next week and we're going home.
So talk to me about where your mindset is right now, night before the game. How do you plan, especially as a senior, kind of what is your process to go through this last walkthrough or practice? I don't know exactly what you guys are doing out there. But what is your mindset now before the game?
Yeah, we know that it's practice right before the game, so a little walkthrough or some just to sharpen up some things. We get to fine tune some of the stuff that we're doing, our game plan that we got going this week. So just getting ready to play and playing hard.
So I'm just going out hard through this practice. I'm being as focused as I can be. I'm trying to perfect our game plan, and yeah.
And obviously, I'm sure you heard the game plan a lot. So talk to me about the difference in knowing the game plan and just kind of keeping your mindset to where you're not overthinking it.
Yeah, so we know our game plan, and it's just execution. We've been executing all year, and we just got to keep that energy going through game after game.
And obviously, what's it, Adam? What's his name? Warner?
Aiden Warner.
Aiden, I'm sorry, that's his name wrong. So obviously you know him very well. So how different is this team going to look with him on the field, and how does that affect you guys' preparation?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's a senior leader. So last game we had a sophomore and he got rattled. Aiden's not going to do that. He's going to stay focused. So we got to get after him. Last game he had too much time and he was able to pick the defense apart. So we got to get after him and we got to do our game plan.
So like I asked your teammate, as a person who's been on both sides of this rivalry, what do you think? I guess, do you think you guys prepare better as an underdog or the favorite?
It can go both ways. As an underdog, you know, you got that. You have no pressure, but then you have like, oh, they're a better team. But as the better team, you can sometimes be overconfident, but you have that confidence in which you know that, hey, we go out and do our job and we can come out on top.
And how difficult is it to face a team twice? And I guess I should say more so, what makes it so difficult to play the same team twice?
What makes it so hard is you know what they run, but the second time they can throw in something completely different that we prepared all week for, and then just throw in a kink into their offense and throw us off. So like we go and look at last game, practice on that, and then the second game they can do something completely different, which we weren't ready for.
Right, so with that being said, how important is it to maybe kind of stick to guys what you do as opposed to game adjustments?
Yeah, so we just got to keep doing what we're doing. It's been working so far for this season. Yeah, we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Right. So just talk to me about, what can I say, what do you guys need to go right for you to win this game?
We got to get the run established. It starts with the offensive line. They got to get a big push. Got to limit turnovers. Monroe Central caused too many turnovers for that game, so we got to hold on to the ball, and we got to go run the ball.
So how do you respond to the excitement, the anticipation, and the fact that everything is on the line in this game?
I love it because all week we've just been focused, and we know that, hey, it's time. You can either keep going or you're going home, so you got to give it everything you've got.